Hello folks, Happy New Year, and welcome to Lester's Custom Truck Shop. On my bench today is a new Stryker SR 955 HP. Doing a review of the radio. A friend of mine, Noble 549, I know most of you guys, a lot of you guys know him, recommended this radio. He's got one and he really loves it. So I picked one up to give it a try. I can tell you that I'm really impressed with the output power of this radio. And it looks like it and the Magnum 1 and the MaxLog 8800 all came from the same factory, judging by the inside of it. Pretty easy to get it on 11 meters. What I don't like about it is the noisy receiver. I mean, it's not even better than a Galaxy or a Ranger. Still get that hiss, even with the high-cut filter on. That's what it sounds like with the high-cut filter off. So the high-cut filter does help, but I don't think it helps enough. To get this at an acceptable level to me, I have to turn the RF gain down to about right there to get rid of that hissing. Now I'm still hearing stations with it set right there, but the receive signal is not as high as it is. Okay. Another shortcoming of this radio is there's no plus 10 kc switch, which is kind of annoying. You can get to it with the clarifier. Okay. 985 and 005. Okay, where is 995? There's no plus 10 switch. You can slide up to it using the clarifier by turning it 1,000 times. If you really want to get on the in-between channels, okay, you can do that. And once you do that, though, that's it. Your clarifier is done. You can't go any higher. All right. But I do like the clarifier on the radio. Excuse me. It's like a continuous tune. You can, basically the clarifier works like it does in the Magnum 1. Hang on a second. Okay, sorry about that. I had to clear my throat and didn't figure all you guys wanted to hear all that. So, all right. That's a couple of the annoyances of the radio. Another thing is you can't have the noise blanker and the A&L on at the same time. It's either one or the other, or both off, which kind of sucks. It does have a cable that you can connect to a computer and program individual channels. And the conversion to 11 is pretty easy. In fact, they have an arrow drawn on the board showing you which part to remove. So that part I like. And all the reports that I've got from talking on the radio have been very good. Okay. A lot of folks like the way the radio sounds, even with a stock mic on it. Now, I haven't tried the Stryker microphone, but I'm sure it's not going to be much different than that one. All right. Another little annoyance is to change bands on this radio. It's an electronic radio. You have to flip a switch to band, and you change it with the channel selector, which doesn't always work. You turn it too slow, it don't realize that you've turned it. Okay. Now, this is the lowest frequency right there, which is standard export radio stuff. And that is the highest frequency. Okay, but you notice up here the sensitivity falls way off. Turn the RF gain back up to hear anything. Let's see what we've got on 10 meters. Well, apparently nothing this morning. So, yep, need to go down one more. So I have been hearing some chatter on lower sideband of 38. But anyway, it comes with built-in echo. And the radio, basically, the Magnum 1 and the MaxLog 8800, like I said, came from the same factory. They're all made in Shenzhen, China. I believe it's called Wanake or Wanikia or something like that. But it is located in Shenzhen, prominent manufacturing district in China. Let's dig inside of it, and I'll be right back. Okay, this is the inside of the RSR 955. You notice the parts and components are very similar to the MaxLog 8800 and the Magnum 1. Complete with a TIP36 transistor, the AM regulator. Even the power connector and the chokes on the filters there are the same. The design of the board is very similar, and you can see it uses a TCXO like the Magnum 1 and MaxLog. Okay, there's a final section. And complete with the jumpers to remove to set the bias on the finals. I haven't taken the shield off of the finals yet to see what they are. I believe that's the driver over there on the side. We'll pull that shield off and get a look at the finals here in just a minute. But I wanted to show you the inside there. And to do the conversion, and let's see, let me get where you can see that. See that little arrow right there? You remove that shorting chip. Presto, you've got 11 meters. Okay, more to come. Okay, well, what I found lurking behind the shield surprised me. IRF 520s. You've got the, what is it, 2314 pre-driver. And you got another driver, IRF 520. And then you got still yet another driver, an IRF 520, and then the final pair. They're both IRF 520s. Now the schematic calls for FQP 13N10s. But that's not what the radio has. It has regular OIRF 520s, and I'm still seeing 100 watts peak out of the radio. So, another thing I don't really understand is they have a piece of foam. I'm wondering if that's heat conductive foam on the shield, pressing against the transistors. I've never seen anything like this. It just looks like regular old foam to me, and it's soft like you know, foam. So that's kind of weird. I think they put this on there for shielding, but you know, I don't think that. Well, I'm not sure. But there's no heatsink compound connecting it to the back shield, but it looks to be made from solid brass. But again, I think this is on there for RF shielding for those finals. The radio would probably have some problems without this on the covering up the finals. I guess RF getting into the audio section and stuff. All right. Now, let's do some power checks. What channel am I on? I'm on 385. I am on the dummy load. I've got the 100 watt slugs in both the meters. Meter on the left is RMS. Meter on the right is peak. And I'm on the ×1 scale on the peak meter. Hello audio, audio, hello, hello audio. Yeah, a little bit over 100 watts. Let me switch to the 2.5 times. 100 watts is the 10 on the top scale. Audio, hello, hello, audio, audio, 1, 2, 1, 2, audio. About 105 watts. That's after tune-up, of course. Let's see, what's it doing RMS? Audio. About 70 watts RMS, which is pretty good. That's on lower sideband. Let me switch to AM. We're dead keying about 32 watts. Audio. Swinging almost to 100. Get back on the ×1 scale. Audio. What is that? About 98 watts AM. Hello. Audio. Audio. Hello. So the radio does really well. And it's because it has 4 RF 520s in it. You got this guy driving this guy driving this guy, and then he's driving these two. It works. All right, more to come. Okay, we are back. First thing I did was replace that filter that comes in the radio with a much narrower filter. I went from 15 kilohertz down to, I went from 25 kilohertz down to 15. Okay, also improved the capacitance for the voltage regulator. And also for the DC input, they only had a 470 microfarad for the DC filter, and I guess it's because I didn't have much space back there. So what I did was add some heat shrink onto the leads of this guy. He's now 3300, and just bent him over. I can't put him back there in the corner because that's where the speaker plugs in, see, back here. So I had to bend him out this way. and I'll put a little hot glue on it to keep it from moving around, because you know vibration will cause these things to break. So you don't want that to happen. And they already got the glue on that little guy. But that's what I've done besides the tune-up. I've got the shield back on the RF section, and I'm getting ready to check it out. Be right back. Okay, this is the way that I did the capacitor back here for the DC input buffer filter. Okay, and the hot glue touching the ferrite beads they got on the input wires, and also a little bit to keep it off that shield back there, so they don't cut through the insulation into the metal part of the can. But that's a 3300 now. This is a 3300, and got a new 15 kilohertz wide filter from a 25 kilohertz wide. Okay. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I do like the covers. The covers are like they are on the Magnum 1 and MaxLog 8800. They're nice and thick. They are powder coated inside and out. One difference I see in this one is that they didn't go with the Mylar film speaker. They went with a regular paper element filter. Okay, and the chassis on this guy is like the old Cobra chassis. It's nice and thick metal there. Okay, all right. 7.3. Getting it all set up here after I did the mods to the radio. Seems to like them. My buddy Noble's coming over for a visit and have a cup of coffee. I think he's got a Ranger 6900 he wants me to try to get the frequency more stable on, so I'll do that. Noble used to haul Corvettes all over the United States for General Motors till he retired. So I know a lot of you know him. He's 549. He hangs out mostly on the lower side of 38. But he's traveled all over the U.S. hauling those Corvettes and made a lot of friends all over the country. So I'm glad to have him as my friend now. All right, that's 100 microvolts at 30% modulation. We have an S9 signal. Okay, now I'm going to turn it down. That's 20, 30, or 30, 20, 10 microvolts. That's as low as I can set it right there. Look at that. Very sensitive receiver. See where I got that set? Still at 30% modulation. Still hearing a lot of tone. Really nice radio. Okay, see what it's doing on power. Hello. Might help if I got on the dummy load. Hello, audio, audio, hello, hello, audio. Still over there at 100 on AM. Audio 1 2 3 4 5 5 4 3 2 1. Audio. Now let's see. Let's turn the power all the way down. See where our dead key is on AM. 2, 4, 6, 8. About 8 watts dead key. Audio. Because we got about 40 or 50 watts peak with it turned all the way down. Alright, let's see what it does. I don't know if the power controls sideband. No, it still doesn't control sideband. Audio, hello, audio. You still have to control sideband with mic gain. Okay, so the power works just like it does on the Galaxies. It controls AM, FM only. Alright. Okay, well, overall, I like the radio. I'm going to play with the software and see if I can get a band plan that doesn't skip the A channels, because it skips the A channels in the regular CBs channels and also skips the A channels on all the other bands too, which is very annoying. Alright, but you can see I upgraded the voltage regulator buffer filter to a 3300 from a 1000. The DC input voltage buffer filter has been upgraded from a 470 microfarad to a 3300 microfarad. Alright, and I put a new filter in there, decrease the bandwidth from 25 kilohertz down to 15 kilohertz, and then what this does is help with bleed over. Okay, alright, and give the radio a tune-up. And you can see it's doing really well, even with our F520s in it. Now, you know, the next thing I'm going to do is replace all of those with FQP 13N10s and see what kind of output power I get with it after that. Okay, folks. 7.3s, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this. Oh, one thing I forgot to show you is the different colors. That's the color loop there where it changes colors on its own. Okay, that's blue, green, green, blue, red, red, blue, kind of purple. I think that's what it's supposed to be. Red, green, which makes it kind of a yellow green. Red, green, blue. This is the one I prefer. Okay. Oh, the VFO mode. I forgot to show you that. On the VFO mode, you can see it changes the 1 kilohertz because that's where I've got it set. All right, you can change what you want it to change on the clarifier. I done forgot now how in the hell to do it. Oh, there it is. Nah, I forgot how to do it. But anyway, there's a VFO mode on the radio too. Dang, how did I do that? You can change. See, right now it's set on 100. Okay, for the course. But I don't remember how to change the. I changed it last night, but I don't remember now how to do that. Anyway, you can see the clarifier changes this one, and the channel selector changes this one, which is kind of neat. But there's a way to make it change the different. Let's see, is it function? Let's see. Nope. Oh well. I'll look at the manual. Alright guys. 7.3s.